I made this video because of a problem. The problem is that people like my friend named David, who's a fellow subscriber and a good friend, said I don't enjoy reading books. He doesn't enjoy reading books. So for people who don't have the liberty or time to read through a whole book, this is who this video is for.
The first step is desire, which Napoleon Hill says is the starting point for all achievements. And we all know we got some desire. And for others, I think desire is something that we all already have. You know, we all have things that we want to become, things that we want to do. I think that is the starting point that everybody has, which is great. Second step is called faith, which is belief in attainment of that desire. So here's where we'll start getting into details like what's the purpose of each step and how to do it if that's given in the book. So what's the purpose of faith, right? Faith, love, and sex are the most powerful of the major positive emotions. And I know what you guys are thinking, oh, faith should be easy. It's with love and sex, you know. I got that down. Yeah, we'll talk about it. How to produce faith, how to make faith happen in yourself. What he says is basically, faith is a state of mind that can be induced. Or so you can create faith with affirmation, or basically like repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. So that's what he says is known as the only known voluntary method of developing faith. Third step is called autosuggestion, which is basically self-suggestion, which is basically affirmations to yourself again. What's the purpose of autosuggestion? To create thought habits. So when you communicate your goal/desire to your subconscious mind repeatedly, you start to create habits of thought. And because any thought that is repeatedly passed on to the subconscious mind is finally accepted and acted out in physical reality, which means it becomes real through your actions. And how to do it? Well, it's pretty simple. You just repeat shit to yourself. That's how you autosuggest. God damn it. The fourth step is called specialized knowledge. There's two types of knowledge, general knowledge and specialized knowledge. What's the purpose of specialized knowledge? Before you can attain your goal/desire, you will need specialized knowledge in the specific profession that your goal is in. And Napoleon also says, the great accumulation of wealth acquires for power. And power is acquired through highly organized and directed specialized knowledge. But that knowledge does not have to be from the man/person who accumulates the wealth. Fifth step is imagination. What's the purpose for imagination? Ideas are the beginning points for all fortunes of wealth. The ideas are products of imagination. How to use your imagination? How to do it? There are two types of imagination. One, synthetic imagination. Two, creative imagination. One, synthetic imagination is when you combine all ideas or concepts that already work and you combine them to make something new. Two, creative imagination is when you take your own hunches and inspirations and use that to bring some new sort of idea. I think the starting point is all synthetic imagination, where you learn to emulate other great artists and people that you admire until you reach a point where you can start using your own creative imagination. But he also says great leaders of business, industry, finance, and the great artists, musicians, poets, and writers became great because they developed the faculty of creative imagination. So that is the destination to reach that high level of intellectual, pure innovation. Sixth step is plan. Have an organized plan. What's the purpose of having a plan? Napoleon Hill says the most intelligent person cannot succeed in attaining their goal without a practical and workable plan. Seventh step is called decision. What's the purpose of decision? An analysis of several hundred people who had accumulated wealth well beyond the $1 million mark and disclosed the fact that every one of them had the habit of reaching decisions very quickly and of changing these decisions slowly if and when they were changed. Damn it, this is my hardest thing. I can't make decisions, you know? Somebody's like, hey, what do you want for your ice cream? I'm like, I love all ice creams. How to make decisions? This one's funny. I really like what he says. For how to make decisions, Napoleon says, you have a brain and a mind of your own. Use it. All right, mom. Okay. He says, use it and reach your own decisions. And this is the important part. He said, if you're having trouble making a decision, if you need facts or info from other people, get that, as you will in a lot of cases. So acquire these facts and information discreetly without disclosing your purpose to others. That's something to think about, why he says that, right? I think there's a certain power with keeping your goal to yourself. That's probably it. Wow, I think I'm smart. 8th step is persistence. I think this is what I want to know, how to stay persistent the most, because it is the thing that I'm drawn to the most personally. I don't know. You tell me in the comments down below which principle is your favorite. What's the purpose of persistence? He said there is no substitute for persistence. He says the majority of people are ready to drop their goals and give up at the first sign of opposition. And I think it's very reasonable to say that because not everybody stays persistent, which is why there's less successful people. But he says a quote that helps people stay persistent. And the quote is, every failure brings with it a seed of equal advantage. Little seed, equal advantage, grow into a tree, big tree, successful. Maybe it's a money tree. How to stay persistent. It gives 4 steps. 1, a definite purpose. 2, a plan. 3, a mind closed off from negative or discouraging influences. Watch your friends. 4, a friendly alliance. Not a friendship. A friendly alliance with one or more people that will encourage you and support you in your plan and purpose. I like that he uses words like alliance instead of friendship. It's like scheming. This guy was a strategist, ready for war. Which leads and transitions us to the 9th step perfectly, which is mastermind. A mastermind is a group of 2 or more people to create a harmonious relationship where you help one another go towards your own definite purpose. How it works is you combine knowledge and effort of these people to help each other attain their goal/desire. What's the purpose of a mastermind? Why would we need this relationship with other people? He says the main reason for having the mastermind is to gain power through the mastermind. And power is organized and intelligently directed knowledge, is required for the accumulation of money, and is necessary for the retention of money after it's been accumulated. He gives an example of Andrew Carnegie, who was a big steel manufacturing tycoon in that time and era. And he mentions that Andrew Carnegie had a staff of approximately 50 men, 50 people that he had a relationship with in his mastermind to help him acquire the steel manufacturing business. Goals. #life goals. I couldn't really find where it said like how to create a mastermind. It basically said, build relationships. And this brings us to the 10th step, sexual transmutation. The mystery of sex and transforming one energy into another. What's the purpose of transmutation? Sexual desire is the most powerful human emotion. How to use transmutation for our benefit? Desire for sexual expression is inborn and completely natural, but it should be given an outlet of expression which enriches our body, mind, and spirit. If we don't give it this enriching and right outlets, it will express itself through other physical channels, which means sex with people that are meaningless. Sorry, my goddamn life. So basically what he's saying is don't waste your energy. Don't waste literally your sexual energy on people that aren't meaningful. Don't just have sex with anybody. It's weird because this actually has a completely different lesson in it as well, I think, and that's, save it for people who actually matter, who you have a deep rapport with, deep connection with, and god damn it, I'm gonna cry. This one's beautiful. This brings us to the 11th step, which is the subconscious mind. What's the purpose of the subconscious mind? Our subconscious mind is the intermediary between our prayers and the infinite intelligence which brings it into physical reality or makes it real for us, makes our wishes real. He says that you can voluntarily plant any thought, plan, or purpose in your subconscious mind to bring whatever you desire into physical reality. And in terms of details of how to do that, he says to refer back to the step of autosuggestion, because that's how you voluntarily plant all those ideas in your subconscious mind. Are you kidding me right now? Are you telling me this whole time I had this goddamn subconscious mind that could just bring everything that I want to me? And have you guys been using it? I haven't been using it. God damn it. The 12th step is the brain, which is the broadcasting station for sending or receiving thoughts. What's the purpose of our brain? When stimulated, the vibrations of thought become so high that we get great ideas, and as he calls it, we reach higher frequencies of thought. How to use your brain. Listen guys, I think you're completely capable of actually figuring out how to use your brain. So I'm going to respect your dignity and not answer this one. All jokes aside, the brain is a platform where you can mix emotions and feelings with the thoughts and the goals and desires that you have to pass them on to your subconscious. That's how he says to use your brain. And the last step is a little bit weird because some people might not be used to it. He calls it the sixth sense. Like that movie, the scary movie. What's the purpose of the sixth sense? Like, how does it serve us? Through this sixth sense, you'll be warned of impending dangers in order to avoid them, and you'll be notified of upcoming opportunities in order to embrace them. Dude, that's pretty lit. I want the sixth sense. Like, if I know something bad is coming and I know if something good is coming, I like this last step. But here's the thing, in terms of how to use it, he says that you have to master the first 12 steps in order to use the sixth sense. Honestly, he refers to this as sixth sense, but in our day and age, we call this intuition. So guys, before you head out, there's one more bonus step, so just wait a sec, because I'm going to give you that bonus step that he lists in here. It's called outwit fear. Please write down or comment below what you liked and disliked about the video so I can make them better for you, because this is for you guys. Like, this is a service. I'm doing this for you, so I want to make it the best possible thing and content that you will enjoy. So please comment down below and let me know how I can make it better, what you liked, what you disliked, what you think can improve, or if there's any other books or any other things that you'd like me to make a video on. So the bonus step, what's the purpose and how to outwit fear? He mentions that your intuition, or sixth sense as he calls it, will never function properly if you have fear in your mind. How to outwit fear? Now, truth be told, he goes into depth and he provides 6 types of specific fears and he goes into detail with each, but I'm going to summarize this in short, and he basically gives the answer of how to outwit fear in like one sentence. What he says is, to outwit fear and control your mind, it is simply a result of self-discipline and habit. That's it, my friends. There you have it. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Let me know what you think or what else you want to hear. Bang, I'm out.